What's up, guys? It's me, your girl Elisa from stylishcurves.com, and today I am back with a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a few new pieces that I've added to my wardrobe, but we're going to do this a little different than a typical haul. So what's going to be different is I'm going to be sharing with you some of my personal insecurities when it comes to body confidence and just overall self-confidence. I feel like the journey to having healthy body confidence is one that doesn't end. I feel like the journey to self-confidence and having positive thoughts about your body is something that we're going to work on every day of our lives, because there are days where we feel great and then there are days where we don't feel so great. And particularly when it comes to plus size women, I feel like we live in a world that is constantly telling us we're not worthy of having stylish clothing. We're not worthy of wearing what we want to wear just because of our size. And if you've been following my blog, if you follow me on social media, and if you just even watch some of my videos here, you know that my main motto is your size does not determine your worth. And sometimes I have to remind myself of that, especially when it comes to fashion. So when people constantly ask like, oh my gosh, you're so confident, I wish I could wear what you wear, or I wish I was as confident as you. So in today's video, I just wanted to keep it real with you guys and let you know that every day is a new day, that I'm constantly working on being confident in my skin, in my body. And so the pieces that I'm going to show you today, they all have a little story as to why I chose them. Each of the pieces are part of something that I'm personally challenging myself with. I just want to show how clothes can truly help you become more confident. And sometimes we need to get out of our comfort zones. And sometimes, even if we do get out of our comfort zones, sometimes I believe that we need to try to fight through our insecurities when it comes to our bodies and really pick clothing that is going to help us be bold, that's going to help us stand out. And so that is what today's clothing haul is going to be. Now, if you're the kind of person who's like, I don't want to hear all that, the intro was already too long, sis, you're doing too much, then you should probably exit out the video. I get it. I'm like that sometimes too, like, I don't want to hear all that. But if you are interested in hearing my stories about why I chose some of these pieces, because I'm going to share with you again some of my insecurities, and if you're interested in seeing this video and hearing what I have to say, then you already know what to do, and that is to keep on watching. Alright guys, so the first piece that I have, and I want to talk about why it was important for me to buy this, is this jacket and wide leg pant set that has pomegranates on it, and this is from Eloquii. One of my fashion goals for spring and summer was to wear more bright colors and more bold prints. Now typically I am your basic stripes, polka dots, leopard print kind of girl. Now I saw this suit and I actually was so hesitant to buy it. The reason I was hesitant to buy it was because it had food on it. Yes, because it had the pomegranate on it. Now as a plus size girl, I steer clear of food on my clothing. And it's really not a good reason. But the reason why I do that is because I always feel like if a plus size girl has food on her clothing, someone in the street is going to be like, you're big behind, of course you got food on your clothing. And it has hindered me from buying some pretty cute clothes that have like pizza on it, cupcakes. And again, as confident as I am in my body, there are still times where something like that can hinder me from buying and wearing what I want. And another reason I was hesitant to get this was because obviously the print is very in your face. It's the pomegranates are big, they're bold, the color, everything is just in your face. And for me, sometimes, again, I shy away from things like this because I just feel like, it's like I want to stand out, but then I'm afraid of what happens if I stand out. What happens if I walk into a room with this bright, bold printed suit that has food on it? What is the worst that could happen, right? So my challenge was to just get this and really push myself to be like, this is what you like. You know, it doesn't matter what someone else thinks or what someone else says. This is what I like. I think it looks good on me, so I'm gonna wear it. You know, and I'm not gonna worry about what anyone else has to say about it, because number one, this is my body and I can dress it in whatever way that I see fit. Alright, so the next piece I have is this bright neon pink blazer dress, which is from Eloquii. Now, the reason why I chose this dress is because I thought the color was beautiful. It's a bright neon pink. And this year I challenged myself, especially for the spring and summer season, to wear more bright colors. And it just so happens that neon is a trend this year, so it worked out for me. The reason that I chose this dress is because, in addition to me continuously being on the journey to have good body confidence, I'm always working on my self-confidence, especially when it comes to my skin tone. Now, I'm not about to go into a rant about colorism and woe is me, the dark-skinned person, but a lot of dark-skinned girls can tell you that, you know, so many people do think outside of the fashion world, let's say outside of the fashion, outside of the beauty world, a lot of the times people feel like I might be too dark to wear bright colors. Like I might be too dark to wear this fuchsia pink, or if I wanted to wear a bright red lipstick. There are actual people who feel like my skin tone is too dark for that. Now, growing up, that was a huge issue for me. My skin tone was a huge issue for me, and it took me years as a teenager to feel comfortable and, most importantly, confident in my skin. So I know that you guys have seen me wear bright colors, but what you possibly don't realize is that me wearing that bright color is an emotional choice for me to do that. It's, yes, my eye is attracted to it, but before I purchase that bright colored piece, I'm always thinking like, oh my gosh, is someone gonna be like, where is she going in that bright ass color? You know what I'm saying? Or is she too dark for that? Believe me, people have said this to me. So I chose this piece because it's a fuchsia bright. It's a really big bright color, and it is my way of saying I'm not gonna allow what I think other people might say to deter me from wearing what I think looks good on me. And I feel like as plus size women, or just women in general, we can allow what we think other people are going to say to hinder us from being bold and from standing out or from wearing what we want to wear. I chose this piece because I was like, you know what, when I wear it, I'm going to wear it with pride, but I'm not going to worry about what someone else is thinking. I think that this looks great on me. I think the color truly illuminates my skin tone. So if you're a person out there and you're afraid to wear a bright neon color, I'm telling you, go ahead and find you a color that works for you and just wear it, and that's it. Alright, so the next piece I have from Eloquii is this floral printed shirt dress. Now, this dress, some of you might have seen me wear if you went to the Essence Beauty Carnival that they had here in New York City. Now, the reason why I chose this dress was, one, the print, because it is a bold print, and also it's a floral print. Now, anyone who has known me before my blogging days knows how much I hate flowers and floral prints. I'm a new person now. I like flowers and floral prints, but I didn't like floral prints a lot because, you know, before plus size women had all of these fashion options and different places to shop, we only had like a few stores, literally like 10, maybe 10, 12 years ago. And a lot of those stores always had floral prints, floral prints, floral prints. And I'm like, I could live life never seeing another floral printed piece ever. This year, I'm like the floral print queen. I have like 5 floral printed dresses. So that was one of the reasons why I chose this. But the main reason why I chose this dress is because it has a color in it that literally is a trigger color for me, and it's the color red. I feel like the red overpowers the pink a little more. And the reason why red is a trigger color for me is because back in my early 20s, I used to work with children, and I will never forget. I think even to this day, I'm still dealing with it. It's so funny. I was tutoring a kid, and while I was tutoring him, I had on like this red sweater that I thought was super cute. It was like off the shoulder, and you know, I just felt so good in it. And so I'm helping him, and the little boy, literally in the middle of his math homework I think he was doing, he stops and he goes, "You look like a big red fat Albert." I was like frozen. I was like, no. I was so frozen. And from that day on, I really like had never worn red. I mean, over the years, I've definitely gotten over it as much as I feel like I can. And I have worn red things. But if you've been following me for a while, you will notice I do not wear red a lot. And red is actually a color that I felt looked good on my skin tone. And it's just not a color that I'm the first to reach for. Red shoes, absolutely. I'll do some red shoes in a minute. However, anything that has like red in it, or if it's all red, I'm always skeptical of getting it, just because of that one little comment from a little raggedy kid. Yes, the kid was raggedy though. But again, I'm telling these stories because it's so funny sometimes, because of the things we experience when we're young, or the hurtful things that people may have said to us in regards to our weight, our shape, our skin tones, how they can have lasting effects if you allow them to. And the goal for me, in addition to wearing more bright colors and bold prints, is for me to not allow those things to affect me and to affect me wearing what I want and being who I want to be. And it is so easy to allow those past issues, those past negative experiences, to hinder us from being bold, to hinder us from standing out, to hinder us from really reaching our potential. And I've always just felt like, for me, clothes was a way that I could express myself. Clothes was a way for me to, if I wanted to, you know, feel like a boss, I would put on, you know, the nicest suit I could find. And I remember something that Deion Sanders said when I was a kid, and he was like this football star back then. He's a legend now, but that's like back then when he was playing it. He used to always say, and you guys might know it, when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you do good. So in today's video, I showed you these pieces because they were truly pieces for me that had a real emotional thought process as to why I bought them, and why I'm going to wear them with pride, and why I'm going to wear them confidently, because I know that I'm not the only one out there who has had those kind of negative experiences and has received negative comments about weight, about size, about skin tone, and has allowed those things to hinder us from truly just being. And so I hope today's video, as simple as it was, has truly helped someone who is watching it. I know for me, it's helping me to just even talk about it and just share with you some of the just small, these aren't huge insecurities, so I don't want to come off like, oh, well, it's me. But when I buy clothes for a reason, you know, obviously to get dressed. But everything I wear, I want to be confident in it. Everything I wear, I want it to make a statement in some kind of way. And so I just hope that I helped someone out there today. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, make sure you thumbs it up. Make sure you're following Stylish Curves on Instagram. I would love if you guys could share with me in the comment section below, what are some of the things that you were afraid to wear that you wear now? That you're like, I'm not going to allow anyone to hinder me. It could be from crop tops to a mini skirt to a bathing suit. I feel like we all have reasons as to why we don't wear certain things. And I want us to really just kind of break out of that and just start wearing things that we love. So anyway, sorry if I told you a lot. Just thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.